Ethan leaned in closer. I could feel his breath on my lips. I closed my eyes, 3 seconds away from perfect, from everything I wanted. Then Ryan stormed in out of nowhere and he punched Ethan hard right in front of me. My dream shattered. Hi, I'm Lena Parker, 17 years old, and this is the night my whole world fell apart. Have you ever fallen in love with your best friend's enemy? Let me tell you how. Ryan and I grew up together, inseparable since we were kids. We walked the fine line between friendship and love, but never crossed it. He became captain of the football team, perfect grades, perfect discipline, everyone's golden boy. Then he started dating Mia. Beautiful, popular, perfect Mia. And things got complicated fast because Ryan and I stayed close. Best friends don't just disappear because of girlfriends, right? She always smiled at me whenever the three of us were together. But her eyes, they told a completely different story. One afternoon, I was walking home, headphones on, lost in my own world. A car was speeding toward me. I was seconds from disaster. Then someone grabbed me, pulled me back hard. We fell together onto the sidewalk, hearts pounding. I looked at him, a stranger with blue eyes. He saved my life. "You okay?" he asked. I nodded, couldn't speak. My hands were shaking. He smiled and disappeared into the crowd. I didn't even get his name, didn't get to thank him properly. He was just gone. 2 weeks later, that same stranger showed up at our school on a motorcycle. I couldn't believe it. The guy who saved my life was now walking through our school doors. I finally found his Instagram, was full of parties, nightclubs. He wasn't like us at all. He joined the school football team almost instantly. On the field, he played like Neymar, flashy, unpredictable, breaking every rule Ryan lived by. Ryan played with strategy and discipline. Ethan played with pure instinct. They clashed immediately. They weren't fighting for the ball. They were fighting for control, for the spotlight. Ryan hated that Ethan refused to follow orders. Ethan hated that Ryan acted like he owned everything. Two alphas, one field. It was war from day one, and I was caught right in the middle. I couldn't stop watching him. The guy who saved me, my hero, Ryan's new enemy. Then he saw me. Recognition flashed in his eyes. He remembered and he smiled. After practice, he found me. "It's you, the girl from the street. You doing okay?" I thanked him, properly this time. He laughed. "Anytime. I'm Ethan, by the way." And just like that, we started talking. He pulled me into his world. Midnight drives with no destination, just music and freedom and endless sky. Parties I'd never been invited to before. A whole new world opening up. I started changing, dressing different, staying out later, becoming someone I didn't recognize. Someone bolder, someone free. Ryan noticed. Of course he did. But we'd stopped talking weeks ago. The Cold War had already begun. We sat on opposite sides of every room, avoided eye contact, pretended the other didn't exist anymore. At school, I'd sometimes run into them, Ryan and Mia, together, like a perfect couple. Ryan looked right through me and Ethan, as if we were strangers he'd never met. But Mia, she'd smile at me, a strange smile, like she knew something I didn't. Weeks passed. Ethan and I got closer and closer until that day at the park. My first kiss, finally happening, Ethan leaning in. Then Ryan stormed in and punched him, shattered everything. Ethan didn't fight back. Ryan turned to me. "It's all a lie, Lena," he shouted. "Everything. Ethan, this whole relationship, it's all fake." I shook my head. "What are you talking about? Ryan, you're crazy." But my voice was shaking. "Ethan is Mia's cousin," Ryan said. "She planned this. She wanted him to pull you away from me." I turned to Ethan. tell him that's not true. But Ethan was silent, just staring at the ground. Ryan pulled out his phone. I have proof. I recorded them talking. Just watch this. He pressed play, and my whole world started crumbling. The video showed Mia and Ethan talking in a dark parking lot. Weeks ago, before he even talked to me, Mia's voice. I need you to get close to Lena, Ryan's best friend. Pull her away from him. Ethan hesitated. Mia, that's kind of messed up. But he didn't say no. I looked at Ethan. Say something. Tell me the video is fake. But he just stood there, and then Ethan nodded. Okay, I'll do it. 3 words that destroyed me completely. Lena, I can explain. He finally said. It started that way, but then I actually fell for you. You used me, I screamed. You lied to me every single day. Was any of it real? My feelings for you are real, he said desperately. I swear, that part wasn't fake. Please believe me. I need to go, I whispered. Then I turned and walked away from both of them. Lena! Ethan called desperately. Ryan just stood there, watching me leave. I ran home, tears streaming. My first love. The day had turned completely dark. That night, I cried until dawn, deleted every photo, every text, every memory of us. 1 month later, I went to school alone, avoided everyone. The pain was still there, still fresh. Ryan texted every day, simple messages. I'm here. I miss you. I read them all, but couldn't reply yet. Ethan kept his distance, watched from afar, regret written all over his face, but he never approached, never spoke. Mia transferred schools, left town, ran away from what she'd done. One evening, I saw Ryan and Ethan ended up on the same field. After hours, empty, just the 2 of them. They stood there. No anger, no rivalry. Just 2 guys who'd both lost something important. Did you really love her? Ryan asked quietly, breaking the silence. Yeah, Ethan said. I did, I do. Ryan nodded slowly. Me too, always have, both knowing they'd lost me.